The first phase of the Renters' Rights Act begins in May 2026. How much do you know about the upcoming changes for landlords and tenants?
Question 1. How long are fixed terms in tenancy agreements allowed to be? Trick question. There are no more fixed terms. All tenancies will become periodic, rolling, with no end date. Even tenancies with fixed terms still ongoing will become rolling. There are some exceptions which you can find on the gov.uk website. Question 2. How much notice do tenants need to give to vacate a property? 2 months, in line with their rent payment date. This has been increased from the current 1 month. A landlord can allow it to be shorter, but 2 months will be the legal minimum. Question 3. Can you still serve a Section 21 to evict a tenant? You can't. Section 21s, or no-fault evictions, will be gone. Section 8s can still be used for evictions with sufficient evidence. Some of these reasons are to sell the property, to move back into the property, rent arrears, antisocial behaviour, and more. The full list is on the gov.uk site. Question 4. Can tenants get a pet without permission from the landlords? No. Permission must still be granted first. Here are some reasons a landlord could refuse. Another tenant has an allergy. The property is too small for a large pet or several pets. The pet is illegal to own. If they are a leaseholder and their freeholder does not allow pets, such as in a flat. Question 5. Can a viewer pay a higher price for a property on the market? No. Landlords and agents cannot legally accept payments higher than the advertised rent. This will prevent rental bidding, putting an end to people offering higher than the advertised amount and inflating property prices. Question 6. When does the tenant pay the first month's rent? After everyone has signed the tenancy agreement. They can pay a holding fee, 1 week's rent, and the deposit before signing the agreement. However, they're not allowed to pay any other rent before signing. This means it will be legally agreed that the tenancy will be going ahead by the time that payments are required. For example, say you're moving in 3 days. You have paid the deposit. The landlord sends out the tenancy agreement, you sign the tenancy agreement, and then you pay your rent, and in 3 days' time, you then collect the keys. Question 7. Can a tenant pay rent in advance? Technically, yes. A tenant cannot pay more than the first month's rent before the tenancy starts. Landlords cannot request any rent in advance either. However, a tenant can pay in advance during the tenancy if they choose to. Landlords will be allowed to accept this. This will allow tenants flexibility in how they pay. How many did you get right? Put your score in the comments below. Still have questions? Visit our Renters' Rights Guide on the Northampton Property blog.